My apologies again for speaking of domestic crises. We are here to inquire into one, are we not? Aye. Now, your name is Jean Charvin?
Yes, sir.
You are 24 years of age?
Yes.
And you killed your wife?
I didn't mean to.
And your wife is dead?
Yes.
She died 2 days after you struck her on the head?
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you did strike her.
I was practicing, taking exercise with...
Ah, yes, with Indian clubs. Yes, yes. With these Indian clubs.
Yes.
You hit your wife with this, and she died.
I didn't mean to.
Reason, not the means. Not yet. Let me offer you a syllogism. Now, there is a club. There is your wife's head. And there were you. Now then, object 1 comes in contact with object 2, with you as the means, the method. We are agreed.
Yes.
We shall continue to agree, I hope.
It was an accident.
We may even agree about that. We may. But first, let me explain to you the purpose, the intention of this inquiry. This preliminary inquiry. Now, your wife was pronounced dead only yesterday, and that her death was peaceful is not in dispute.
No.
She did not recover consciousness after the violence of your blow to her head.
It was an accident.
We shall see. We shall see. Now, you are an accountant, I believe.
Sir.
Mm-hmm. Qualified as such?
Well, I'm waiting now for the results of my final examinations.
Then you are waiting for 2 results, are you not? The second being the result of this inquiry. Meanwhile, as a professional man, you are educated enough to realize that this is not a trial. You have not been charged with murder. Indeed, you may not be. This is an inquiry deemed necessary by our law because of the suddenness and the violence of your wife's death. Now, it will be a full inquiry, as complete as I can make it. It will be an inquiry into when, into how, and into where. And I shall also want to know why.
It was an accident.
Reason, not the means. Motive comes last. First, I shall want to know about you. Second, I shall want to know about your wife. And third, now, how shall I put it? The juxtaposition of you, your club, and your wife's head. So, first, you. Tell me about you.
Where shall I begin?
At the beginning. You were born here?
Yes, sir, in Le Havre on January the 21st, 1911.
Mm-hmm. Your father?
In the customs service, sir, all his life.
Yes. Your military service?
From 1929 until 1931, sir, I became a sergeant in the 3rd Artillery.
Mm-hmm. And you were still on the reserve?
My conduct was described as exempt. Mm-hmm. There is no suggestion.
Now, don't be hasty. Your military record will, of course, be put before me. But there was no suggestion of any instability?
I had an unblemished record, sir.
Very remarkable.
Jean Charvin joined the artillery on July the 12th, 1929, to fulfill his obligations under the Military Service Act of 1913. His designated number was 93651. His first training was at Bordeaux. He was transferred to Lyon on November the 21st, 1929. On December the 30th, he was promoted Lance Corporal. On January the 31st, 1930, his rank was substantiated. On August the 12th, he was made Corporal, an unprecedentedly rapid rise in NCO rank. He was dismissed from the service honorably on July the 11th, 1931. His leaving papers, which I have here, describe him as an exemplary recruit. His lieutenant colonel says that he was a man of obvious officer potential.
And then?
Well, I'd always been good at figures, sir, even very good, and I learned in the army too. And then I was fortunate enough to get a position with Mathieu et Fils, who are, as you know...
Oh, I do know indeed. They're the most prominent exporting house in Le Havre.
Yes.
And they think well of you, do they?
I think so, sir.
Of all my young employees, I would put most trust in Jean Charvin. He's given our organization unstinted and devoted service. His work has proved exemplary, even outstanding. It is also consistent, upright, and honorable, as I believe him to be, and always to have been.
Thank you, Monsieur Mathieu. So, you were a good national service man, and you were a good accountant.
I am, sir.
Point taken. But were you a good husband?
Yes.
Until this fatal and tragic event, I mean.
It was an accident.
Now here we do have a problem, don't we?
Sir?
Medically. It is thought unlikely Well, to put it in a very mild way, it is thought very unlikely that a blow of this severity could have been administered without intent.
It was an accident.
We shall see. We shall see. Now then, I have you, in part at least, firmly affixed in my mind, and I have you before me should I wish to refresh my memory. But the dead are always the first to be forgotten. The murderers are remembered long after their victims. Not that I am prejudging. And your wife. Now then, all I have of your wife are some photographs. No, not that one. I saw the dead body. Ah, yes. 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 Tell me about your wife. Tell me about Marie-Louise Maurice.
Well, she was small, with a pretty figure, pale skin. She had large grey eyes. I used to call her my little grey mouse.
Yeah, and your little grey mouse was extravagant.
No.
Yeah, she spent your money recklessly.
No, she was careful.
But on the dressing table before her and before you when you struck this blow was this bill.
What bill?
Don't prevaricate.
Well, may I see it? But this is a bill for dresses.
And it is unpaid.
Well, then let it be paid from the money she left. She always paid for her own clothes. Ask a dressmaker.
Madame Charvin dressed simply because she had no need to dress otherwise. She was not dowdy, you understand. Oh, far from it. She looked so often, I would say, exquisite. And she paid her own bills. Ah, she was proud of that. Jean does so much for me, she used to say. I'm glad to buy my own dresses. Jean is so good to me, she used to say.
Yes, thank you, madame.
So then perhaps we are agreed that my wife's death was an accident.
No. And this is my inquiry, not yours.
My apologies.
Oh. She's not dead because she was extravagant. She's not dead because you are slightly unstable. For I refuse to believe that the French army would ever have promoted you had there been the least suspicion of any mental disorder. But she is dead. I will not allow us to forget that. So, the men in her life.
There were no men in her life. I was a man in her life.
Always?
She was only 21.
All right. Well, leave aside the question of love, of loves. But I must know about her.
Marie-Louise Maurice was born in 1914 in Tonkin, daughter of Captain Alphonse Maurice of the Colonial Service. He died in 1925, and Marie-Louise and her mother came to Le Havre in 1926. Her mother, Madame Florence Maurice, was a native of Le Havre. Madame Maurice died 2 years ago, sir, just 1 year after Marie-Louise married the person before your honor, Jean Charvin. They had been acquainted for nearly 4 years. I understand that the late Madame Maurice approved of the marriage. On her death, her daughter inherited 200,000 francs.
Yes, well, it's not a large sum.
Agreed.
And you were in no obvious need of money.
I was in no hidden need of money either. I was not.
So be it, it wasn't money. Jealousy, then?
I had no cause to be jealous.
My officers suggest otherwise.
Then your officers are...
Be silent. Now this event, blow, death, took place on a Sunday morning.
Agreed.
The night before you'd been to a party.
Agreed.
Tell me about it.
Well, it was just a party to mark the engagement of Elizabeth Renner.
A friend of yours?
Well, I'd known the family for years. Monsieur Renner worked with my father, and I grew up with his son.
And
Henri.
Elizabeth?
Well, what little I know of Elizabeth, she's 6 years younger than I am, I like and admire. But if you're suggesting that I quarrel with my wife over this girl or any other, you're wrong, you're very wrong.
Oh, I made no such suggestion.
Then I have saved you the trouble of making it.
No, my my line of questioning was quite different. What happened at the party?
Oh, the usual things, which means nothing. There was champagne.
You got drunk?
No.
You did drink?
What? It was a celebration. I did drink.
Yeah, did you flirt?
No.
Your wife did?
Certainly not.
Oh, yes. She spent a great deal of the evening in conversation, in animated conversation, with one particular man.
Did she?
I have just said so.
Well, I was just trying to remember...
Yeah. Does the name Adolphus mean nothing to you?
No.
He was at the party. He talked a great deal to your wife.
Certainly I spoke to the late Madame Charvin, and I enjoyed